Good Sunday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here with your Sam Channel weather, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Well, we're starting this October 30th, the day before Halloween, with some rain. I can even hear it on the rooftop here at my house. It sounds good. And we're going to see kind of a couple of waves of rain today. It's not going to all come at once and then leave. It's going to linger. We're going to have showers not only today, but even into tonight and early Monday, it appears. We've got this trough. You can see that broken line there on the radar of the showers that are pulling through. This is the first kind of wraparound energy that's coming through, and it's finally saturating the atmosphere. We've had a very extra dry atmosphere. So this rain has had a little bit of a time getting started, but now that it started, the columns are saturated in the atmosphere. That means we can now just get general rain throughout the day. Like I said, it'll rain some this morning, raining now here at 5:25 on a Sunday morning. It'll taper off here in a little bit. Then we'll get another wave come through midday to afternoon, maybe even some rumbles of thunder. But so far, I have not seen much in the way of convection or thunderstorm activity. But this is going to linger. It's going to linger through today, into tonight, and even into part of Monday before it all begins to exit. And then we'll be looking down the road for a much bigger chance of getting some badly needed rain. Remember, we're in a severe drought situation. So this will put a small dent in the drought, short-term band-aid, if you will. But we need something that's going to bring us several days of rain to get us caught back up. Remember, we are about 5.5 inches below average on rainfall for this point in the year from January 1st to right now. Okay, up front and first is usually the last thing I show you, but you guys seem to like this up front, and that is the 10-day trend, the blend of models. We go upper 60s today to around 70 tomorrow for Halloween. Looks like much of the shower activity should be gone by the time we get trick-or-treaters out, which is typically 4 to 7 around Bowling Green and Warren County for trick-or-treaters. Then we go to the low 70s, stay there really, for the beginning of November, which is Tuesday. And then we go 71 on Wednesday. It is after that that we look at Friday and Saturday. The models have seesawed back and forth between getting rain and not getting rain. But I'm going with the getting rain side because it just when you look at the model trends and you see where things are going, I think we're going to be in for it's going to be a pretty potent system. And as I alluded to yesterday, we could even get some severe weather. I would think by Friday into Saturday and the weekend. Right now, it's looking warmer, mid 70s, and then cooling down into the low 70s again for this coming weekend. And there you see Election Day, Tuesday. That's the next to last bar on the graph that you see, November 8th. We're looking at mid to upper 60s. Overnight lows generally in the 40s and 50s throughout the period, so no worries of frost or any extreme cold or any such thing like that. Okay, now you know the bottom line. Let's go to the details. Here's a look at current temperatures as of, well, let's say 5:30 this morning, almost 5:30 as I record this. And temperatures with the rain coming down, mostly in the low to mid 50s. There are a few upper 50s closer to the Tennessee border, almost 60. In fact, it is 60 down in Albany, Clinton County, but it's 10 degrees cooler down near the river in Cumberland County. 50 is the reading there. Again, stable, fairly stable air mass, but with the rain coming down and the sun not being up just yet as I record this, then they are a little cooler, but they'll catch up just like they always do once we get a little daylight. Sunshine is, I'm sorry, I forgot to hit the button. Always on that one. always forget the button. Anyway, there you are. Proof of what I just said. 50s and almost 60 this morning. Okay, there you saw it. I described it. There you saw it. Okay. Now let's move on to the future trend of temperature. We'll start in the 60s, as I mentioned this morning, and then we'll begin to warm it up as we go through the day, but not much because of cloud cover and because of shower activity. I think we only get into the mid to upper 60s for a high temperature today. And notice everybody does that across the board. Again, because of the rain and the cloud cover, we're not going to warm up all that much. Therefore, we're not going to cool down all that much because we're not going to see much change in temperature. We may go into the upper 50s, 59, maybe 60 for an overnight low tonight with that continued chance of showers lingering. And then even into tomorrow, we get 66 or 67, not really much change. So if you're concerned about temperatures, should I turn on the heat? Should I turn on the air? You can just kind of leave it where it is right now because temperatures are not going to change that much from now through tomorrow. And it's going to stay pretty well even, level, not much change at all in that regard. Okay, so what about the rain chances and when and where and all of that? Well, here's future radar. You can see the showers that I showed you just a moment ago on the radar as of 5:30 this morning. Here we go into the rest of the day. We just continue to see showers and starting to taper off now from west to east with that first band coming through, but there will be more activity. Clouds will linger today, although you may from time to time see a hint of sun trying to break through. It won't last because then we'll have a regeneration of showers. And this time, maybe even some rumbles of thunder. There's not a lot of convection, not a lot of dynamic activity going on here. So, no worries for strong or severe storms, but there could be some heavier downpours in these showers as they roll through this afternoon and this evening. And here we go, even overnight tonight, scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, but this is mostly light stuff. And here we go into Monday morning for the drive to work. There's still going to be some lingering showers over the area. And for part of Monday, I'd say the first part of Monday, but by Monday afternoon and evening, like I said, for the trick or treaters, by late afternoon into early evening, when most do go out on Halloween to get some candy and some goodies, I think you'll be fine. Most of everybody will be dry. Things will begin to calm down and maybe even clear off a little bit. It's just a matter of timing. There's a few of the models that say the clouds will linger on into Tuesday a little bit. Leftovers in the wake of this system as it pulls through. You know how that is the day after. This time of the year, it's more common to get on a rainy day, after the day after a rainy day, clouds will linger a little bit longer just because we don't have the higher sun angle, the tilt of the earth, the way the moisture gets trapped a couple of thousand feet above us, and it just doesn't want to go away. It has a hard time drying out, but we'll see what happens by then. In fact, let's look at the estimated rainfall here. If you're looking for measurable rainfall, it's not going to be what you're looking for. It's certainly not going to be a drought buster. This is going to be maybe a half inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain. There could be a couple of places you see that light blue in the western part of the state. That's where they could get some isolated reports of an inch. But that's the most that anybody's going to see between now and Tuesday. It is the system coming in after that you see in the Pacific Northwest that really could eventually bring us a lot of rain. So let's take a look at that. Where did I go? Oh, hello, Chris Allen. What are you doing? Where is it going? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm almost there. Almost. Okay. Whew. I think there's some Halloween tomfoolery going on around here. Anyway, gremlins could be. All right. Here's a look at the maps, starting with the right now, with this system coming through with the shower activity. As I mentioned, maybe a rumble of thunder or two, but nothing any worse than that. No severe weather. A heavier downpour at times today, especially this afternoon, certainly can't be ruled out. And you'll think, this is going to be drought relieving rain. No, it won't. It'll just be, like I said at the beginning, a temporary band aid on the drought situation. Not enough here to put us out of the drought. It'll help in the short term. Here we go into tonight and into early Monday morning. That system slowly starts to pull away. We see the showers still lingering into Monday, scattered light rain showers. And then as we get into Monday afternoon and evening, we'll finally start to see this thing dissipate and pull away. This would be about the time that a lot of the trick-or-treaters will be out tomorrow afternoon and evening. So it still may be cloudy. There still may be a few sprinkles, but other than that, let them go. Let them go trick-or-treating. It's not going to be bad at all. Here we go into Tuesday, Wednesday. Some of the models try to put a little bit of light rain in the higher elevations. I don't think we're going to worry about that. Here's the next storm, and I've been talking about this for several days here. This is going to be a potentially stronger major storm because there's going to be a whole lot of states out west that are going to see snow. And not just in the higher elevations, it's a much colder system. Look at that coverage of snow. All of that blue is snow. The darker blue, heavier snows in parts of the Rockies, Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, Denver. Then a mix in there, then lower elevation rains. So here we go. This is Thursday. Then we go into Friday, and then we start to see the rain. This is why now the Weather Service has taken out for now the chance of rain on Friday, but I'm sticking with it just based on what I'm seeing. And I see what they're seeing too. This is one of those systems that's, as far as nailing it down at this point, is very wishy-washy. So I get what they're doing, but I'm going this direction. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it looks like with the high pressure to the east on the eastern seaboard, the flow, the Gulf of Mexico opening up and nothing to block it, this system is fairly potent. We'll see some severe weather chances, I think, in the middle part of the country, southern Mississippi Valley, southern plains, and then rain will begin to move in sometime Friday into Friday night, and then into Saturday, even though this is the final image and it's never painted in here, because when you're going this far out, there's a lot of wiggle room, if you will, a lot of flex and a lot of uncertainty. And I get that. And that's what the Weather Service is looking at too. So we're all kind of going, this is tough to pin down right now, just to be honest. That's the way it is. But I do think this is going to affect next weekend with a pretty decent run of rain, heavier rains, thunderstorms, possibly if this low pressure system, as it rides along the front, notice it stalls out a bit. And that's another thing to look at. And I know the Weather Service is looking at how this thing slows down. And there's a possibility that this could be what we call a closed low, a low pressure system that just sits by itself, not steered by the upper winds, and it just sits there. And it can crank out a lot of moisture over a particular area. Whether that happens or not, that's what we're uncertain of. So the confidence level is not very high, but I'm going with, yes, by next weekend, we're going to see maybe some significant rain, significant enough to put a real dent in the drought, like by a couple of inches. Not the 5.5 inches that we're behind, but at least a bigger dent than what we're going to get today and tomorrow. Okay. All right. Golly, I've already gone 15 minutes. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's a look at your weather. Thanks for watching as always. God bless you. Have a good day. Take an umbrella with you. Take time to, if you're going to church or whatever, just to be careful. The roads are have water on them. The rain is coming down right now as of 5:30. All right. God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow morning.